child, I meant to talk about this, child, so I finally got time to talk about it a little bit. I'm also gonna give a also probably gonna do a video on OG. OG had a really in-depth interview recently. I watched the whole thing. It was really, really good. Should I include it with this? No, I think I'm just gonna do a separate video on that. But anyway, according to the good old grapejuice.com, or is it .net? .net, they are reporting that Shaunie O'Neal might lose her producer position on Basketball Wives. I'll put this in the comment section, this article. It says, darling, as the ex-wife of Shaquille O'Neal, Shaunie bagged a role as star and producer of Basketball Wives, a TV series following the lives of women linked to the lucrative sport. A spinoff named Basketball Wives LA was born shortly after and eclipsed O'Neal's version of the show in popularity thanks to storylines fronted by Drea Michelle, the Govan sisters, Brandy Maxfield, Jackie Christie, and Malaysia Pargo. When Shaunie's series was quietly canceled, she and her Miami castmates made their way to Los Angeles to colonize its thriving spinoff and push any wives who were opposed to the takeover out of the picture. The Sum of the Move, a crossover project fronted by wives from both shows, which the cast was Evelyn, Malaysia, Shaunie, Jackie, Tammy, Jennifer. Okay. Today, well-placed sources alleged that VH1 may be set to dissolve any power O'Neal holds as producer because it feels she is to blame for running two Basketball Wives show into the ground. Ooh. And you see how quick white people turn on you, Shaunie? Did you see how you do your own? See how disrespectful and ugly y'all treated OG? See how what did she tell Matt Brandy? Thank you for your services. Hey, Shaunie, thank you for your services. Okay. Child, you see how quick they turned on you? They did you like that. Steve Harvey, they gonna keep going, child? You thought you had a friend, right? You thought they gave a damn about you, didn't you? Yeah, you still black, sis. Let me see. Decision time for this former wife of a permanent A-plus list athlete turned non-stop spokesperson for any company that will write a check. The former wife is now a reality star but also a producer. She is going to have to give up the producer title or at least all the power she had with the title to stick around for another season. Is this all you got, beloved? Simply put, the report claims the entrepreneur would be forced to relinquish the power she has off camera if she intends to remain on camera, and will be unable to call any substantial shots in the show, even if she is allowed to retain her executive producer title. Oh, so you're going to have to give it up, Shaunie, allegedly. You're going to have to get that thing up if you want to stay on the show. Ugh. I've always thought it was unfair that she was able to be on the show, period, and executive producer. I ain't never liked that. And, the way to handle these things, the way to do it is, like how, even though they treat her horrible, is, Mariah Huck on Married to Madison. She's an executive producer like Shaunie. She pitched the show and gave the show to the network like Shaunie, and there you go. But Mariah don't be throwing around her title. At least I ain't heard it. She might say what she got to say, on social media, or when she be doing her lives and stuff and being shady with her mom and sister in the background. But I don't hear Mariah on camera throwing around her weight. I'm the executive producer. I'm this and that. I can, get you fired and all that kind of stuff. I don't hear her say that. But Shaunie do that. Shaunie throw her weight around. So I never thought that it was fair. It's this whole unspoken rule that everybody can get read, everybody's life can be discussed in a negative way. Shaunie and everybody else can come at each other and come at everybody else's life, but Shaunie's life we have to show in a positive light. For Shaunie's life, we have to show all the businesses that she's involved in. You know, we have to show the nice family, homely life for Shaunie, but everybody else get the gutter treatment. Even her good friends, Evelyn and the rest of them get gutter treatment. But, you know, that's another story. They think they her friend. What really all y'all need to do, all y'all really should need to get together and get Shaunie off the show. That's what y'all need to do. This is what y'all should have did, but y'all was scared. And I get it. Stupid. Because low key, even though she favors Evelyn and she lets Evelyn get away with a lot of stuff and all that, she low key be embarrassing the hell out of Evelyn too. But you know, Evelyn ain't got nothing else. But Evelyn do got Jesus though. She done got baptized and things. Go Evelyn. I hope it works this time, child. They say she done got baptized 7 times. I guess 8 times the charm. I don't know. Allegedly. Well, it's not alleged. Y'all don't see that lady got dipped in holy water. But anyway. So, yeah. I don't know what y'all think about Shaunie, Miss O'Neal. That she might release her title. Is she gonna get put off the show? That's what we want. Is for her to just leave the show, period. You know, but Shaunie likes the camera. She likes camera time. She says she don't. She wished that she could just sit in the background and not be on the show, but that's not what the producers wanted. Really? Girl, shut up. You know you want to be in that camera and be in the mess. But you know you had that title behind your back, so you know they're not going to really give it to you like they would give it to somebody else. Child, all that good old karma coming back. Are we finally gonna dig into your real life, Shaunie? You know what you been up to, what you been doing, who you sleeping with, and everything else. We really gonna get into that, Miss O'Neal? That? Huh? I doubt it. Huh. So according to this article, I guess it's saying that if she wants to remain a face on the show, she gonna have to give up her EP rights. But if she want to remain an EP, she got to get off the camera. You know, it's interesting. All they're doing is just a bunch of PR stuff. Because the previous season that just went off of basketball wise have been a hot mess. It really, you know, they tried to create the certain. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about the OG thing. They tried to create a certain narrative that OG was aggressive, was crazy, was mean, etc. That she was, you know, just awful. OG was awful. Cece was scary and a liar and fake and shady and awful. And Jennifer was a liar. And she talked about Evelyn's daughter. And, you know, all the other kind of stuff. And she was tired and scary and awful. Tammy was, you know, a waste of time and all this kind of stuff. And tacky and cheap and tired and scary and awful. And y'all know these narratives, child. We ain't even gonna get onto it. Y'all know the Mean Girl clique. Y'all know who run the show, who have been running the show. Whether they have the power or not, really, Shaunie or Evelyn, whether they have that power or not, executive producer power, or not, they still run the show. They still are favored out of everybody. But anyway, it ended up backfiring what they was trying to do, especially when it came to OG. And now they scrambling. Now it's time to clean up, child. Now it's time to change the narrative. You know? That's why y'all see Evelyn dipped in what they say holy water. I think it's something else. Y'all see Evelyn, she's trying to find Jesus. Y'all see they're trying to make the people feel more comfortable by saying, oh, well, Shaunie will no longer have her executive producer rights, so y'all should be happy and tune in. Y'all see what they're trying to do. Kristen Scott, she on the she doing interviews talking about she on OG side now. And she understands where she's coming from, and OG was treated differently, and it is unfair. And I am also a dark-skinned black woman. Oh, not y'all need OG, not y'all need the monkey and all that other kind of stuff that y'all called her. Yeah. In the interview, I'm leaving the comments. It was about an hour or so interview. It was real good with good sis Kendra. You know, we saw it on the reunion show, and how they showed this one little small clip of OG like coming at Phoebe. But she was talking about, what y'all don't see is the lead up to that. They kept trying to create this whole narrative. She said it was already set in place for her character to be that particular character. And she said that what happened before that was that Phoebe called her, she called her monkey or gorilla, something like that. And so OG came after her, rightfully so. But they didn't show that, because they just wanted to paint OG in that light. She talked about all kind of things that was happening. She said when she watched the show back, she was just seeing how horrible they was treating her when they went to whatever. They went bike riding. I forgot what they was. And OG was in the back. Evelyn on camera talking about, I'm so happy that OG is in the back. What does that mean, She talked about the whole Afro-Latina thing. How it's basically BS, and how all of a sudden you Afro-Latina when you ain't never talked about being Afro-nothing. You talked about being Latina, you talked about being Puerto Rican, but you ain't put no Afro in front of it. And Evelyn's not Afro-Latina. I don't care what anybody says. She's not Afro-Latina. She's not. If anything, she's a mixed race Latina woman, and fine. Beautiful, be that. But you're not no Afro-Latina, sis. You are not Amara La Negra. You are not Celia Cruz. You are not Lala Anthony. You are not Lupita Nyong'o. I can never say her last name. You are not Tatiana Ali. You are not these girls. You're not Evelyn. And there's nothing wrong with just be who you are, OG got deep. She's so impressive. Her vocabulary, she's just I admire people with a broad vocabulary and all that kind of stuff, because I try to have one, but it don't really come out the way that I want it to come out. Sometimes my words starts to slur, and when I get nervous, and my mouth start to get dry, and I start to get clammy and tits up and stuff, so it's a whole hot mess. But OG is definitely a great role model for anybody. She is. But yeah, she talked about that. One thing I wish she would have talked about was featureism, which is the discrimination against somebody's features. Two dark-skinned women, Kristen Scott, OG. Featureism played a part because of Christian's features are more European features, slicker, loose curly hair, smaller nose, smaller mouth, more. She's a dark skinned woman. She is black, but there's a difference from Kristen's features versus OG's features. And so that's one thing that nobody really talks about is featureism. There's racism, colorism, featureism, all the isms, child. What else she talked about? She said that she had no idea about Chad. Her and Chad knew each other because of the sports world prior to the show. And they wanted her to talk about Chad first season. She refused to. She said she did not know whether or not Shaunie knew about the whole Chad situation, that she knew Chad. And the reason she threw it out this season was because Evelyn was coming at her so hard. They talked about Evelyn and suing OG and all that foolishness. It was all denied. What else they talked about? She said this on the show, but she never slept with Chad. She had no idea about Evelyn when Chad was reaching out to her. He didn't say nothing. She was a single woman. She did not meet Kwame at the time. There you go. I didn't know that she actually worked with the Govan sisters, Laura and Gloria Govan. She was working with Matt Barnes on some event that they was doing. And she was working with him, and that's how she got introduced into the world. She said they actually tried to get her to be on the first season of Basketball Wives LA, and she declined. She said it wasn't right then, and now we have this. So I was just like, Lord, what else she talked about? The whole colorism talk that Mark Lamont Hill and Shaunie had at the end of the second part of the reunion, that they talked about colorism without anybody there's a darker hue there. But anyway, she's and Shaunie said that she wished she hate OG had this experience on the show, and she would love to have a conversation with her. And it's been months since they taped that reunion. And OG still has not heard anything from Shaunie O'Neal yet. Of course she hasn't, because she's not sorry. Trash. Kendra asked OG, will she be returning? She said that she is a businesswoman. She said that she will fulfill her obligations. She says that she can't really talk about whether or not she's returning. So to me, that means that OG is returning next season. If OG is on there, will I support her? Yes, I will. I will support OG if she's on there next season. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Now the world has finally turned, on the Shaunie's of the world, the Evelyns of the world. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to see how the whole treatment is happening, how they're going to try to switch up. Watch. They're going to try to switch up and be good friends with OG. It's going to be so funny. OG's smart. OG know their game. OG know what it is. And OG going to keep giving it to them, I'm sure. I have no doubt. Was that everything? I think that's it, y'all. I have no idea when Basketball Wives is coming back on. Whatever. But, child, it's going to be interesting, child. What y'all think about Shaunie? Might lose her rights. I don't think it's going to matter much. Can she get off the show? Then that'll be a difference if she get off the show, period. If she leave off the camera and get her executive producer rights snatched. That's going to make the difference. Child, you thought they cared about you, didn't they, Shaunie? I don't know. And OG, just continue to rock out, sis. Let's talk in the comment section, darling. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google+. Follow me at It'sKeysWorld on Instagram and Twitter. At It'sKeysWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, beautiful people. This is my Instagram, by the way. Y'all can know. Same thing. Twitter is the same thing. Different picture. And as always, darlings. Oh, let me know if you follow me on Instagram. Like, send me a message or something. Or leave a comment under one of my videos. And be like, hey, I come from YouTube. Yada yada. Add me and then I'll add you. But I follow everybody back, though. Anyway. Run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. And my Facebook is just Chase King. My name. Well, not It's King's World, but Chase Caden. That's my Facebook. Anyway, love y'all. Gotta go. Bye.